Hello and welcome to our Advent series, All Creation Waits, the Advent Mystery of New Beginnings by Gayle. Today we are in Advent 12. We'll be talking about the little brown bat. But first, here is a quote from Mechtild of Magdeburg, who lived back in the 13th century. She was a German mystic and poet, and she writes, "The day of my spiritual awakening was the day I saw and knew I saw all things in God and God in all things." Advent 12, Little Brown Bat. Darting through the dark, they take tight turns at top speed, drop into quick rolls, then pull up and sidestep in midair, maybe for fun and surely to snatch insects humming over the evening pond. Come fall, quickly cooling air stills these lives that bats eat. The little browns feel the chill too. Even in September, when they're heaviest, bats lose body heat faster than any other animal with a backbone. But a marathon flight to a climate where warmth and bugs are abundant would kill them. Instead, they find a place where all year the temperature, while cool, is reliable to the utmost, the nearest cave or abandoned mine. Males arrive first, then females with their pups. Scattered since April, they reunite in a great bat convention, as many as 250,000 swarming at the cave's mouth, flying in and out from sunset to sunrise for several days. It's a whirling dance of greeting, courting, and mating. Satisfied, they fly inside, finding chambers where the temperature is a constant 42 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. They flip themselves upside down, toes clutching the nubbled rock, and fold their wings, skin membranes thinner than the thinnest spun silk. Across the cavern dome they scooch and jostle, pressing close, knitting themselves into a glossy brown fur stole. Males and females, old and young, some of different species, the many meld into one heat-sharing body. Even at rest, tucked within the one, little browns cannot sustain their usual inner life. Each bat must reset its normal, drastically. Together, hanging very still, they slow their resting hearts from 400 beats per minute to 20. They will stop breathing entirely for up to 48 minutes. On cold spring nights, they practice this self-preserving rest in small groups, huddling in trees or under eaves and waking when the day warmed. Now the congregation as a whole falls all the way through mere rest into deep torpor. Down 60 degrees Fahrenheit, each bat's body goes as cold as the air of the cave. Water droplets condense on their fur. They sparkle and seem dead. And then, prompted only by some inner stoker, they can bring their body furnaces back up to flying heat in half an hour. This happens about every 3 weeks. A few wake, thirsty, and sip the water droplets from their fur. Their rustling wakes their next wing neighbors, who wakes their neighbors. Soon the cave is a percussive chorus. The bats fly for a few hours, flushing toxins from their tissues. Then they settle back into a furred mass and fall again through the shaft of stillness, stopping just shy of oblivion's floor. The air of their crypt is changeless, but one day some mystery within them whispers, "Spring!" Scouts fly out to test whether it's true. They bring back the news, and the rest, thin and hungry after a 6-month fast, disperse on the fresh winds, but not before all their senses take note of the location. When cold threatens again, they'll remember the place of their communion and return. As you listen to this description of the life of the bats, What caught your attention? What might these bats teach you about wading through times of cold and dark, of the role that our neighbors might play, and of trusting that new light, spring, will indeed come? I invite you to take a moment to prayerfully consider these questions, as well as considering how might God be leading you? What might God be asking of you? So again, I invite you to take a moment to prayerfully share your insights, questions, beliefs, concerns, feelings with God, remembering that the dark is not an end, it's a door. It's the way a new beginning comes. Amen.